Hello students, welcome back to your math classes. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So students, today we have chapter number 11, which is understanding quadrilaterals. So I hope so you have completed your revision for the previous chapters and today you are ready for the new chapter, which is understanding quadrilaterals. So first of all, you all know what does mean by understanding. Understanding means किसी भी चीज को समझना, right? The next we have quadrilaterals. So quadrilateral means a polygon which have four sides and four angles. So in this chapter, what we are going to learn, we are going to understand about the polygons which have four sides and four angles and their properties as well. So first of all, we have recapitulations. Quadrilaterals. A quadrilateral is a polygon with four sides, or in other words, a simple closed figure curve bounded by four line segments. Next we have vertices. Vertices means this corners we have. Then we have sides AD, DC, BC and AB. Adjacent side in which a common vertex we have, for example, BA and BC. Opposite sides which are opposite to each other. BC is opposite to AD and BA is opposite to CD. Next we have angles, angle DAB, ABC, BCD and CDA. Adjacent angles, the angles which have common arms are called adjacent angles. Okay, opposite angles which are opposite to each other, for example, angle B is opposite to angle D, angle A is opposite to angle C. Now we have diagonals. Diagonals means when we joint are two vertices, opposite two vertices, it means we have a diagonal. In quadrilateral ABC, the line segment AC and BD are called its diagonal. Interior and exterior point of quadrilateral, which means that the points which are lie inside the quadrilateral, they are refer as interior points of quadrilaterals, and exterior points are which are lie outside of the quadrilateral. Next we have convex and concave. Convex quadrilateral, a quadrilateral in which the measure of each angle is less than 180 degree. It's called a convex quadrilateral. You can also say when you have the diagonals inside the quadrilateral, they are referred as convex quadrilateral, and the vice versa in your concave, the diagonals are lie outside the quadrilateral and the angles are greater than 180 degree. That's why they are calling concave quadrilaterals. So in this chapter we shall be studying about convex quadrilateral only. Henceforth by quadrilaterals we shall mean convex quadrilateral only. Next we have angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. The sum of all four angles of a quadrilateral, it is equal to 360 degree. So here we see here a quadrilateral can be divided into two triangles, and we already know the sum of a triangle of all angles is equal to 180 degrees. So if we have two triangle, it means 180 degree multiplied by 2, so that is equal to 360 degree. Next we have exterior angle sum property. So if the sides of a quadrilateral are produced in order, the sum of four exterior angles so formed is 360 degree. It means the angles which are outside the quadrilateral, their sum is also equal to 360 degree. For the interior angles, the exterior angle and the same vertex form a linear pair. So according to that, A plus 4 is 180 degree, B plus 1 is 180 degree, C plus 2 is 180 degree and D plus 3 is 180 degree. The sum of these three means 720 minus 360 is equal to 360 degree. Now, thus the sum of exterior angle of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. You can verify this property by taking cut out of exterior angles of a quadrilateral and placing them at point O. You will observe that the four exterior angles together make a complete angle 360 degree. As a matter of fact, the sum of exterior angles of any polygon is 360 degree. What you have to remember from these concepts is the sum of interior angle of a quadrilateral, it's equal to 360 degree, and the sum of exterior angle of a quadrilateral, that is also equal to 360 degree. Now the measure of three angles of a quadrilateral are respectively 80, 75 and 110. Find the fourth angle of the quadrilateral. So again we know how we have to solve this question. 80 plus 75 plus 110, and the missing angle we placed it X. Let that angle X. The sum of 80, 75 and 110 is 265. Now what you have to do to find the fourth angle, 360 minus 265, there is your answer. Three angles of a quadrilateral are equal and the fourth angle measure is 120. Find the equal angles. So the three angles which are equal, it will be referred as x, 3x. So 3x plus 120 is equal to 360. 3x is equal to 360 minus 120, 240 divided by 3 is 80. Hence the measure of each of the angle is equal to 80 degree. So in the same way you have to solve your rest of the question. So let's come to your exercise. The first question is, in quadrilateral ABCD, angle A is 82 degree, angle B is 65 degree and angle C is 100 degree. Find the measure of angle D. So it means 82 plus 65 plus 100 plus x, which is angle D, is equal to 360 degree. 80 and 60 is 140, 147 and 247 minus from 360 is equal to x. 250 10 minus 7 is 3, 5 minus 4 is 1 and 3 minus 2 is 1. So 113 is the value of angle D. Next we have the four angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio of 3:5:7:9. Find their measures. So it means 3x 5x plus 7x plus 9x, it's equal to 360 degree. 3 plus 5 is 8, 8 plus 7 is 15, 15 plus 9 is 24. X is equal to 360 upon 24. So we have 30 and 2 and is equal to 15. Now what we have to do, we have to put the values. 3x multiplied by 15 is 45, 5 multiplied by 15 is 75, 7 multiplied by 15 is 105 and 19 multiplied by is 135. So these are the four angles we have. Next, these are the questions we have and we already know this. It is a linear pair. So the sum of linear pair is 180, 180 minus 95. So 100 minus 15. So 5 and 17 minus 9, 7 and 10 minus 2, 8. 85 is your answer. Here we have 85. Here we have 110. And here we have 85. So it means this is also 110 because opposite angles are equal. So this is 70. Okay. In this, if this 110, this 75, if this 90, so this is also 90, means 90 plus 75 plus 110 plus x is equal to 360. 90 plus 110, 200, 200 plus 75 minus 360 is equal to x. 5, 16 minus 7 is 9 and 95 is your answer for the x. Okay. Now, so you have to solve your rest of the questions like this. Don't be confused. So if this is 45, this x and this, so the completion of this angle is 35 plus 60 plus x is equal to 180. 35 plus 60 is 95. 180 minus 95 is 80. 100 minus 15 is 85. So this is 85. So now you can conclude x plus 85 plus 45, 2x plus 120, 130 is equal to 360. So 2x is equal to 360 minus 130, that is equal to 0 minus 0, 6 minus 3 and 230 divided by 2. X is equal to 115. Next we have, in the given figure, AP and BP are bisectors of angle A and angle B. Respectively, if angle BAP is 50, ABP is 60 and BCD is 80. Find angle ADC, this angle, and APB, this angle. So it is a right angle triangle. This is a triangle, and the sum of all three angles of a triangle, it's equal to 180 degree. So 50 plus 60 plus angle APB, 110 plus angle APB is equal to 180. So angle APB is equal to 70 degree. This is your angle 70 degree, and we already read this in the given figure. AP and BP are bisector of angle A and B. So bisector means if this 50, it is 50, this 60, that is means this is also 60. So 120 plus 50 plus 80, 100 plus 120 plus 80 plus x is equal to 360. 200, 300, so x is equal to 60. So angle ADC is 60 and angle APB is 70. This is your answer. So that way you have to solve rest of your questions. I hope so this is clear to you how you have to solve these questions. Now types of quadrilateral. The first one we have trapezium. In trapezium, opposite sides are parallel to each other. These two sides are parallel to each other, and these two opposite sides are equal to each other. When we have two sides equal to each other, which one opposite to, then they are called a isosceles trapezium. Okay. Next we have kite. In kite we have two sides equal. A quadrilateral having two pairs of equal adjacent sides but unequal opposite sides, it's called a kite. The figure shows a kite ABCD in which AB is equal to AD, DC is equal to BC, but AD it's not equal to BC and AB is not equal to DC. It means only two opposite sides each other are equal to each other, but AB and BC are not equal to each other. Now parallelogram, opposite sides are equal to each other and opposite sides are parallel to each other. A quadrilateral in which each pair of opposite sides is parallel, it's called a parallelogram. In the adjoint figure, ABCD is a parallelogram in which AB is parallel to CD and BC is parallel to AD. Based on the nature of its sides and angles, parallelograms are classified as rhombus. In all opposite sides are equal to, all sides having equal sides, it's called a rhombus, and opposite sides are parallel to each other, and AB parallel to DC, BC parallel to AD. Rectangle, all angle have an angle of 90 degree, opposite sides are equal to each other. Next we have square. We all know about the square, all sides are equal, all angles having 90 degree angle. And so now we have properties of parallelogram. The properties of a parallelogram are stated in the form of theorem given below. In a parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal, the opposite angles are equal, the diagonals bisect each other, and we are proving also these things. Okay. So prove that in parallelogram two adjacent angles are supplementary. Two adjacent angles are supplementary means this angle 90 degree and this angle 90 degree. Angle ABCD में angle B and angle A is the sum of these two angles is 180 degree. So proof angle AB is parallel to CD, opposite sides of a parallelogram. BC is a transversal intersecting AB and CD at points P and B and C are respectively. So angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. Sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree. Hence it's proved. So in parallelogram ABCD, angle A is 100. Find the other three angles of the parallelogram. If this angle is 100, it means the opposite angle of it is also 100, and the sum of two adjacent angles in a parallelogram is equal to 180 degree. So means 100 plus B is equal to 180 degree. Angle B is equal to 80, B is equal to D 80. So the sum of the other three angles is 80, 100 and 80. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram in the ratio 4:5. So means 4x plus 5x is equal to 180. X value is 20 degree. So I hope so student these properties are clear to you. That is very easy for you, right? Now in the given figure EFGH is a parallelogram. Find the values of x, y and z. So x, y and z. So angle FGH and HGI is 180 degree. FG, if this 110, so this is 70, right? If this 70, So this is also 70. So now 70 opposite angles of a parallelogram equal 70. Now 60 and 70 plus x, because it is a triangle, it's equal to 180 degrees. 60, 70, 130 minus 180 is 50. So the value of x is 50. Now angle EFG and angle GSF 60 is equal to y. Now we have exercise 11.2. The measure of one angle of a parallelogram is 105 degree. Find the other three angles of the parallelogram. So the sum of opposite angles of a parallelogram is 180. So 180 minus 105 is equal to 110 and 75. So the three other angles is 75 and second one is 75 and the third one is 105. Okay. Next, if a parallelogram ABCD, A is equal to 56 degree, find the magnitude of angle B, C and D. So in the same way you have to solve this question as well. Now find the marked unknown angles in the following parallelogram. This 100, this 45, the sum of triangle you can calculate this. 180 minus 145, 150, 35 is your answer for this. If this 35 and this is 100, so this is 100, that is 45 and this is also 35. Okay. Now if this 95, it means this is also 95, vertical opposite angles. 95 plus 55 is 150 minus 180 is equal to 30. Same 30, if this is 55, this is also 55, this 30, this is also 30. Okay. Now an exterior angle of a parallelogram is 70. What is the measure of the interior angles? Interior angles. Okay. So if the sum of a exterior angle is 70, then the interior angle is 110. If one angle is 110, then the other one is also 110. The second one is 70 and the fourth one is also 70. You have to make a parallelogram like this, and if we have exterior angle 70, so it means this is our interior angle 110, because in parallelogram linear pair are forming. So 110 opposite angles are equal, so this is also 110. The sum of two adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree, so this is 70. If this 70, so this is also 70. So you have to answer this question in that manner. Now the given figure shows that two parallelograms ABCD and EFG, find the value of x. So if this x, this is also x, and you have to see this figure like this. So it 75, this is also 75, is this 110, this is 75. If this 75, so 75, 80 and 105, this is also 105. This 110, this is 70, this is 70. This 70, this is 70, this is 75. 70 plus 75 is 145 and 145 minus is 35. The value of x is 35 degree. Okay. Next you have in the trapezium EFGH, FG is parallel to GH and E is equal to x plus 40 and F is equal to 4x minus 60. Find the value of x. So EFG and EG, so two pairs, that is equal. So x plus 40 plus 4x minus 60, that is equal to 180. X and 4x, 5x minus 20 is equal to 180, 200, and x is equal to 40. So this is your answer. Now properties of a rhombus we have. So in properties of rhombus we already know all sides of a rhombus are equal, opposite angles of a rhombus are equal, diagonals of a rhombus are bisect each other. Apart from this, a rhombus has a property which is stated in the form of theorem as the diagonal of a rhombus bisect each other at right angles. So AO is equal to CO because these are the bisector. So AO is equal to CO. OB and OB is common. AB and BC are sides of rhombus which are equal. So it means it is congruent. Congruent means similar triangles. And if we have similar triangles, that means AOB plus COB corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. So according to that, we can say that the angles forming at the intersection point, bisecting point of the diagonals are equal to 90 degree. The property of a rhombus can be put together as in rhombus, opposite sides are parallel, all sides are equal, all opposite angles are equal, the diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Next we have properties of rectangle, which means diagonals bisect each other, each angle having 90 degree, and opposite sides are equal to each other and opposite sides are parallel to each other. So we can also prove this, which means opposite sides are equal and parallel, each angle is right angle, diagonals are equal, diagonals bisect each other. Next we have properties of a square. In properties also we have sides are equal and parallel, and each angle is a right angle triangle, the diagonals are equal, diagonals bisect each other at right angles. Similarly, as we have diagonals bisecting in a rhombus at 90 degree. In the given figure, ABCD is a rhombus and ABD is equal to 30. Find the BCD. So in rhombus, each angle having 90 degree. So 30 degree, so 30 opposite angles are equal to each other. This is also a property of a rhombus. So 30 degree plus 30 degree plus angle BAD is equal to 180 degree. 120 is your final answer. One of the diagonals of a rhombus is equal to one of its sides. Find the angles of the rhombus. So let ABCD is a rhombus in which AC is equal to AB. AC is equal to AB, and then triangle ABC, AB is equal to BC is equal to AC, which is an equilateral triangle. So angle ABC is equal to angle BCA and angle CAB, which is 60 degree. So angle CDA, angle ABC, opposite angles of the rhombus. So 60 plus BCD is equal to 180 degree. So 120 degree. Angle DAB and angle BCD is 120 degree, opposite angles of the rhombus. Hence one pair opposite angles of the rhombus measure 60 and the other pair measures 120. The figure shows a rectangle EFGH whose diagonals intersect at P. If FP is equal to 2x plus 3 centimeter and GP is equal to 5x minus 3 centimeter, find x. So it is a EFG's rectangle. In rectangle, we already know the diagonals are bisect each other, which means half of FH and half of EG. So FP and GP. FP and GP. So 2x plus 3 is equal to 5x minus 3. 5x minus 2x is 3x. 3 plus 3 is 6. X is equal to 2. We have our answers. Now we have exercise 11.3. So classify the following statements as true or false. A rhombus is a quadrilateral. Yes. The diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. Yes. Every square is not a rhombus. Yes. The diagonal of a rhombus are equal. No. Every square is a rectangle. No. So in that way, I already explain you each and every property of the quadrilateral. So you have to answer the rest of the questions. Now we have a question. Find the length of the side of a rhombus whose diagonal are 12 centimeter and 16 centimeter. So we already know the diagonals are bisect each other. So it means the half of 12 is 6 and 16 is 8. Now according to Pythagoras theorem, we can conclude this. 6 square plus 8 square is equal to the side here. So 6 square is 36 plus 8 square is 64. When you have add these two, so you get 100, and 100 is the root of 10 centimeters. So the answer is 10 centimeter. Next we have in the given figure PQRS is a rhombus and PSQ is equal to 55 degree. Find the angles of the rhombus. So again we know that diagonals are bisect each other. It means the angles are also bisecting. So this is 55. So this is also 55. The sum of 55 and 55 is 110. So this is 110. So this is also equal to 110. And the sum of adjacent angles is equal to supplementary 180 degree. So if this 110, this means it is also 70. And if this 70, it means this is also 70. So here is your angles. So in that way you have to solve your rest of the question. The figure shows a rhombus ABCD. Find the value of x, y and z. So if this 3 centimeter, it means it is also 3 centimeter. If this 4 centimeter, it means it is also 4 centimeter. And if you have 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, so 3 square plus 4 square is equal to x centimeter. 9 plus 16, that is equal to 25. X square is equal to 25. X is equal to root 25 and x is equal to 5 centimeter. So in same way you have to solve rest of your question, and then this is the end of your chapter. Now we have the things to be remembered to complete this chapter. These are the things, these are the concept I already told you in your chapter, in your previous sections. There is a compiled form of all the concepts we have till now learned. So what you have to do, if you need a brush up, if you forget something, you can go through these points and find your knowledge. So students, for today that's it. Now I'll meet you in your next chapter. Till that, bye bye, have a good day.